Well, here we are. Hash rate has dropped to 26 mega hash now on our 570, 580, 4GB card rig. Last week we were sitting at 30 mega hash, which is about average. 3 days ago, 27 mega hash, and as of today, 26 mega hash. So looks like we have about 5 days. It was the 23rd. Now it's moved to the 25th. So Christmas Day is the approach of the 4GB DAG file before Ethereum Lightning Bolt zaps our cards and we can no longer mine with 4GB cards. Before we look at the future of 4GB cards, I thought I'd go over. I spent a little while here trying to create this store. I keep forgetting to put it in my videos, but here we go. Now this isn't Canadian. You can switch it to USD like so. Then there's USD prices. I put everything as low as I possibly could, so I'm pretty much only make like 50 cents off everything, but I figure advertising is better. If I go any lower, then I'd end up having to pay to send it to you, so that's that. But here you go. Here's a sweatshirt. You can go through all the different colors of it. It's red, black, that color, that, pink, all sorts of stuff. There's tons of stuff on here. Now, I can add a whole bunch more stuff if you have a request, like women's clothes, jackets, men's clothes, jackets, shirts, pants, socks, pretty much tons of stuff. But this is just what I got so far, so check it out. Link will be in the description. And if you need some risers, gpurisers.com. Just check it out. I got my promo code Rabid Mining. So you just add it to cart, view your cart, add coupon code Rabid Mining, and essentially you get $5 off, which is 10%. So if you buy 10 packs, it does stack. 10 packs, you will get 1 pack free through 10. So go buy some GPU risers today. They are amazing. They look great. As for the future of 4GB cards, first I want to ask you guys, what are your guys' plans and what are you going to do? I'm going to go through a few things here because it will take a while to actually figure out what I'm going to do. I'm just going to have to watch everything and play it by ear. But initially, let's have a look here. So it is interesting that what the mine does actually have the correct number in here on the anticipating the drop off. Only I'm running at 900 watts here, and this would be 240 if we did not have that drop. So we're going to look at our calculations. Ethereum is still the number one by the looks of things, obviously. Now my plan is, and sure your guys as well, I'm pretty much going to run those cards on Ethereum until it's not profitable or it just drops flatlines right off the network. Can't mine it no matter what. So we do have a little extension. All the main miners, Team Red, Phoenix, LOL Miner, a bunch of them have upgraded for this DAG file, and it'll allow you to go over the DAG a bit, but for how long? Maybe only a week to 3. So probably by the end of January is when we will see the complete drop off of the 4GB cards, but don't quote me, it could go a little longer, but I'm guessing around the end of January is when we'll see them actually drop off Ethereum. Before I look at some of the next coins to mine after Ethereum dies, just want to look at the hash rate here, and throughout the week you can see, I think this is December 16th when I first noticed a drop. It's either here or here. It might have been the 17th. Don't quote me which day it is, but one of those 2 days is when that dropped from 30 to 27. And you can see a drop here. We did get gradual increases. Here was another drop by the looks of things. And then right here is today where it dropped again, but it's slowly picking up. So there's a lot of miners don't really understand how this works and everything, and obviously there's a lot that do. But when I'm looking at this, I'm thinking that people are probably, they drop off, they notice it, and then they start tweaking their overclocks a bit more, maybe adding more core to bring it back. I haven't tried that myself to see if it actually works. If you have, let me know. But you keep cranking your cores up, you're going to start drawing a lot more power, and eventually you'll just be spending way too much on power. So that's all up to you though and what you decide to do, but I'm thinking that people are probably playing with all their overclocks or either trying to figure out what's wrong with their cards, because there are a lot of people that don't really understand all this part, but we'll see. Who knows? Do you know what you're doing? Do you understand what's going on here? If so, let me know below and what you guys are doing if you're running on 4GB cards or not. Now for the $1 million question. What is everybody going to do once you can no longer mine Ethereum with your 4GB cards? Do you sell them? Do you mine something else? It's all up to you. So we're going to take this off. We're going to use that. I'm going to actually click this just to make sure the power draws are in. That is off. Go to 900. And we're going to take a look. So for the last couple of weeks, for a while, ravencoin has been number one. It does use quite a bit more power though. And if you are running SATA connections on your 570s, 580s, whatever, I highly recommend, if you are going to do this, to put everything over to PCI Express. You will draw a lot more power and possibly burn your SATA connectors, which are only rated at, what, 52, 53 watts. So yeah, they do not handle that much power. And also, everyone's BIOS modded, so you're going to want to reflash all your cards because you will not get very good hash with a Ethereum modded card. So obviously you're going to be BIOS modded, so we may see a lot of reports of brick cards coming in. So make sure you do all your research, know what you're doing. If you bought your rigs and never flashed before and they were already flashed for Ethereum and now you're like, uh-oh, now I got to flash my cards back to stock so I can mine ravencoin. But then I don't know if I'm going to do that at first because there's going to be a lot of hash rate coming in. And honestly, when all the cards fall off, ravencoin might not be worth mining. So I'm actually going to wait a little bit, hold everything out, see how it plays, because we already know Ethereum profitability is tanking ever since they went to the 3 GB card. Like the hash rate nearly doubled now, it looks like. It's actually almost, yeah, over doubled, because what was that? The high 2s, almost 3, and now it's almost at 7 terahash. And this used to be right in line profitability wise with Ethereum. Now it just dumped down to nothing. Let's just take a look at this again. Let's just put this so we're actually at 240 because they were in line. Back to 900. Okay. So we're going to look at those right side by side. So Ethereum Classic used to be right here. Now look where it is. And that's because of all that hash rate coming in. So you got to remember there's 30%, 20 to 30% of the hash rate dumping off of Ethereum. So 30% of 281, whatever that is, math guys out there. I can figure this out. I had that in my last video, but I cannot remember the number now. But 20 to 30% of terahash is going to flood the market here. All these coins. So Ravencoin is going to drop. Ethereum Classic, I'm expecting it to drop the most. That'll probably be the first move that people do. I'm guessing. I don't know for sure. But you're going to have to keep an eye out for all this. Eventually, once it evens out, probably, like I said, end of January, sometime in February is when I think we'll start seeing accurate numbers and where everyone decided where they're going to end up at. And yeah, that's where I'm going to wait for and then decide from there, because you want to BIOS mod and go to here, and then this tanks. And then you're going to have to BIOS mod back to go to Ethereum Classic. And it's a lot of stuff coming in. So make sure you're running. Make sure you know your power supplies. Make sure you got everything under control. That way you're not blowing anything up, because big changes are coming. A lot of things are going to happen. 4 GB cards are going to drop off this network, flood this network, and all these numbers are going to change. Right now, it's saying Ravencoin is more profitable, but when the time comes, is it? It's going to drop quite a bit. You're also going to have to BIOS flash. I'm saying it again just to make that keyword. If you start mining this and you're wondering why you're not getting the numbers you're supposed to, you're going to have to reflash your BIOS. So just so you know that. You're going to need your stock BIOSes for this. I don't know if there's any Ravencoin BIOS out there or not, but if there is, let me know, because that would be interesting. People might start tweaking for Ravencoin now, but that used to be NVIDIA powered, but now it looks like it's the thing to go to for 4 GB cards, even with AMD anyway. Anyway, yeah, so that is what I'm thinking is going to happen so far. Let me know what you guys think below. I'm just going to watch this. I'll let you guys know what I think as the time gets closer and closer. But yeah, you just got to lay low, watch it, and who knows, anything could happen. Anything at all. So that's my 2 cents on this. So thanks for watching, and Rabid out.